Okay, so to continue with the message that was on the live for all of you to receive, the version of yourself that you are right now, stop stressing this version of yourself to be the solution for what you desire. The version of yourself that you are right now does not need to be stressed to deliver what it is that you want in totality. So if you're working towards having a business that is successful, Fortune 500, it's raking in the dough, you got a warehouse, you got employees, you're giving back to the community, you in a mansion now, you got the car, you're happy, you got the wife and the kids, or the husband and the kids, or the whatever and the kids, you got the family, you got the support system, you got everything you asked for. Great. Stop stressing this version of you to be the one who delivers all of that to you. You're going to grow. You're going to expand. You're going to change. Do not let yourself fuck your shit up because you feel like this version of you has to have all of that. No, babe, you're going to gradually grow just like your business is. You're going to gradually grow just like your mind is. You're going to gradually grow just like yourself is going to shift on a physical level along your journey or whatever. So allow yourself to understand that you're on a journey. This is a process. So what that means is this version of you is a stepping stone, a brick, a marble, a piece of the solution, a puzzle piece. It's not the whole fucking thing. So let this version of yourself deliver what its responsibility is to deliver and to learn and to teach and to share and to whatever, hone, improve, expand, all of that. And then let the next version of you come through. Don't expect this particular rose bush blossom to be the rose bush blossoms of blossoms that make your garden #1 in the country for time and time and time again. No, let yourself allow for this blossoming to enlighten you that there's a possibility that you could have another blossom next season. Then maybe next spring you have even more blossoms. And then next spring you have the same amount of blossoms, but now you got more eyes on the blossom. Then the next blossom after that, it's more potent, and now it's attracting critics. And now the next one, you're critically acclaimed. Then now after the next one, you're doing interviews about your blossom to where you're making it even better. Now you got even more, but now you got angles. Now you got views. Now you have structures. Now you have designs. Now you have all these different things. Like, allow for this version of you to be a stepping stone into the next, into the next, into the next, into the next, into the next. Maybe you start out as an initiate, then you get crowned. Then from there you become of the Most High. Like, let yourself go through the journey and let yourself continue to evolve. Stop thinking about the end and the finish and the finality of it all. Let yourself go and fathom that you could become more beyond the master, more beyond the top of the head. Let yourself think about what happens after you get the house, after you get the car, after you get the business, after you're already giving back to the community. What do you do then from there? Let yourself consider what happens after you're finally financially stable. What happens after you finally get the house? What happens after you're done with homelessness and now you have everything that you've been asking for? What happens after you become the person that you've been wanting to be? How do you live from there? Let yourself consider that life continues and you're not just trying to get to the end because you're just so traumatized by the situation you in. Let yourself not be done and where you're thinking about constantly being finished, to where you finally get food and you eat because you said you've been starving, but now you ain't got no energy or no motivation to do anything else because all you were so focused on was just the one thing. I just need to have this. Please let me have this. And now you're wondering why you always are stuck and stagnant. And it's because you think in destination. You're a destination type of bitch. You don't think about the journey. You're not thinking about continuance. You're only thinking about, ooh, girl, just get me to the destination. Just get me to the destination, to where you finally get to the destination and you ain't doing shit when you there. And you're like, damn, this is kind of boring, because you didn't plan how you were going to have a good time. And now you're like, but I hate this itinerary bitches who always want to plan things. Then don't plan things, but have ideas. Be open to expanding. Be open to the more of it all. At the end of the day, you don't want to be like, ooh, I can't wait till I'm the type of person that does this. Okay, great. Then what do you do when you're that person? What is life like when you're that person? What is life like in that era and in that space? What does it give? Ashe? So there's more. Just understand that there's more. Even if there's war. Okay, well, what happens after the war? Well, what are we doing after that? What are we doing after the fight? What are we doing when there's no more racism? What are we doing when people are finally free everywhere? What are we doing when it's finally equal pay? What are we doing when it's finally no more fucking bigotry? What are we doing when there's no more misogyny? What are we doing when there's no more phobias? What are we doing when there's no more trans violence? What are we doing after? What is life like? Let's create that. Because if we're only focusing on the issue being resolved and we're not thinking about what life is like after the resolution, then babe, we're going to be fucking twiddling our thumbs like, well, what do we do now? I'm healed. What do you do after you're healed? What is life like? What do you do? What does it give? Have you thought about it? Have you considered? Because if not, then you're probably not even fathoming that what you're fighting for or what you're striving for is even coming to fruition in the first place. So allow for yourself to understand that whatever dreams or goals that you have, there is an after, because you succeed. I need you to think and to believe that you succeed. So I need you to start to create what happens in your successful state. How are you as a successful bitch? Okay? Thank you. Ashe and amen. Period. And bust down. And I'm Mrs. Honeybee of the Highest, the shamanic high priestess and life consultant here at EyeGotThyme. Lovely to meet you.